Why do we look at the stars and feel something we can't explain? Maybe it's because out there, in the infinity of the cosmos, lie the answers to who we really are. The night sky has always been a mystery, a canvas full of possibilities. Since ancient times, we have looked up for guidance, meaning, and connection. The constellations became myths, the planets, gods. But what about today? Despite all the scientific advances, the universe still holds questions that seem destined to provoke us eternally. Imagine for a moment that you are facing space, not as someone stuck on Earth, but as a traveler of the cosmos. You move toward a distant galaxy, its light traveling billions of years until it reaches your eyes. What you are seeing is not the present, but the past. The light from that galaxy may have left there before the sun even rose. But here's the mystery. If space is so vast, where does it end? And what's next? These questions fascinate us because they touch on something very human, the need to understand. But the universe doesn't make it easy. He responds with riddles, like black holes that devour everything around them but emit radiation. How can something that swallows everything still shine? And that's just the beginning. Think about the Big Bang, the explosion that gave rise to the universe. It started at a point smaller than a grain of sand, but it generated everything. Galaxies, stars, even you. How is this possible? And more importantly, what was there before? Was it the void? Or something we don't even have words to describe? The cosmos is an invitation to curiosity, but also a reminder of our limitations. Every answer we find seems to lead us to a new question. And this is where science turns into art. We don't just observe the universe. We interpret it, creating stories, theories, and visions about our existence. But what if the universe wasn't just a mystery to be solved? What if it was, in fact, a mirror, reflecting our biggest questions about ourselves? Have you ever stopped to think that for centuries we believed the universe was a fixed, unchanging stage? And then, suddenly, we discovered that everything we know, and even who we are, is in constant motion. It was the beginning of a mystery that changed everything. For millennia, humanity viewed the universe as something simple and static. The stars were fixed points in the sky, and the Earth was the center of everything. It was comfortable to believe this, as if the cosmos existed to serve us. But this idea began to collapse when a man called Copernicus dared to say that we were not the center of the universe. Now, imagine people's reactions. It was as if someone said his whole life was a mistake. It was the beginning of a journey that led to even more shocking discoveries. Galileo, with his rudimentary telescope, saw moons orbiting Jupiter, something that should not exist according to the beliefs of the time. Newton gave us gravity, an invisible force that connects everything. And finally, Einstein revealed that space and time themselves can curve. But the scariest discovery came later. The universe is expanding. Everything is moving away, as if we are watching a bomb explode in slow motion. This means there was a beginning, the Big Bang. Think about it. The entire universe, all matter and energy, compressed into a point smaller than an atom. How can something so small contain everything that exists? Now bring this reflection into your daily life. Do you know when you're in a moment of chaos and you feel like everything is collapsing? Perhaps the universe is trying to tell us that even in the greatest chaos, there is potential for creation. Just like the Big Bang, moments of crisis can be the beginning of something great. What if the universe not only had a beginning, but also a message for us? What if I told you that the universe might be much stranger than we imagine? That everything we see and touch might just be a shadow of something greater? Welcome to the heart of mystery. Imagine for a moment that the universe is a hologram. Everything we know, galaxies, stars, even you, could be a three-dimensional projection of something recorded on a distant surface. It sounds like science fiction, but this idea, called holographic principle, is being taken seriously by the world's greatest physicists. And why does this matter? Because black holes could be the key to proving this theory. When something falls into a black hole, be it a star or a planet, it seems to disappear forever. But what if that information, all the details about that object, were not destroyed but encoded on the surface of the black hole, as if it were a file compressed into an invisible film. Here's the paradox. Physics says information can never be erased, but we also can't recover it from a black hole. So where does she go? Some scientists believe it is preserved in Hawking radiation, like fragments of a puzzle scattered across the cosmos. Others suggest that black holes connect our universe to others, like portals to parallel realities. Now, take a deep breath. Think about what this means. If information is never lost, perhaps the universe is telling us that nothing really disappears, not even us. Could it be that somehow all events, all lives, are recorded somewhere? But what if black holes are more than cosmic archives? What if they are portals to new worlds, or even the beginning of the universe? What's inside a black hole? Is it the end of everything, or the beginning of something completely new? To answer, we need to go beyond the boundaries of known physics. Imagine a hypothetical astronaut crossing the event horizon of a black hole. To those observing from the outside, it appears to freeze in time, like a photograph suspended on the surface of the black hole. But for him, time continues to tick. This duality is just the beginning of the mystery. Within the event horizon, space and time no longer function as we know them. What was a linear path turns into an inescapable tunnel, leading directly to the singularity, the heart of the black hole, where all laws of physics disintegrate. Now stop for a moment. Think about it. Modern physics is built on two foundations, general relativity and quantum mechanics. But inside a black hole, these two forces come into conflict. It's like trying to mix oil and water. Gravity is so intense that it collapses space-time, while quantum particles behave in unpredictable ways. What if the singularity wasn't just an endpoint, but a door? Some physicists believe that black holes could be tunnels connecting distant parts of the universe, or even entirely new universes. They call these Einstein-Rosen bridges, better known as wormholes. Could these tunnels be the path to a multiverse where different versions of reality coexist? But there is something even more surprising. A recent calculation suggests that upon reaching the singularity, space-time itself could be reborn. This leads us to an extraordinary thought. What if the Big Bang, which gave rise to our universe, was the result of a black hole in another cosmos? Black holes force us to question what we know about the beginning and the end. But is this just the beginning of the story? We have reached the end point, or is it the starting point? Black holes are not just mysterious objects. They may be the beating heart of the universe, connecting what is beyond our understanding. Black holes challenge us to think big, to question the most basic rules we know. Throughout this journey, we have seen that they are not just chasms of destruction. They preserve information, create mysteries, and perhaps connect different parts of the cosmos. For many scientists, black holes are like cosmic libraries or even portals to new worlds. But what does this mean for us? Here's the big revelation. Black holes are more than astronomical events. They are metaphors for our search for the unknown. Just like the astronaut crossing the event horizon, we all at some point face the unknown. And as the universe shows us, the unknown can be scary, but it's also where the greatest discoveries happen. Now think about this. If black holes store the information of the cosmos, could the universe be teaching us that nothing is truly lost? That every choice, every story, and every memory leaves an indelible mark? Perhaps black holes are reminders that even in the darkest parts of the universe, there is light waiting to be discovered. This journey is just the beginning. We still don't know what's inside a black hole, or whether the universe is actually a hologram, or whether wormholes are real. But one thing is certain. The search for these answers brings us closer to the biggest questions we can ask about the universe and about ourselves. And now I ask you, what do you think the universe is telling us through black holes? Leave your comment, subscribe to the channel, and like this video. Together, we can continue exploring the greatest mysteries of the cosmos. Thank you very much for being here. In the next content, we'll go even deeper into the universe and maybe a little closer to the answers. Until then, keep looking at the stars.